Network YouTube channel. If you like, hit that subscribe button listed right here. After you hit the subscribe button, if you want to receive all notifications of videos that come out on this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and select all after you hit the notification bell. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my secondary YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network. I greet everybody upon this evening for sure. Y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church, so please do not lay claims of those titles on me. I'm not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement. Shout out to everybody who's joining this live. Shout out to those who catch it in the middle and those who catch it at the end. All right, let me go through the chat room for sure. What's up to Courtney M? Shout out to you. And this here is regular conversation number 43. Regular conversation number 43, where we're here talking about female rappers. Are female rappers a good influence for the young youth, young women in these days? All right. What's up to Michelle B? What up? What up? What up? What's up to Henry Ross? You says Hollywood is gross, but remember, this is not black culture. I can't say that on here. And they throw it on black people, and we saw the money and ran because some never had money. Well, you're right about that. You understand that? I agree with you. You know, when you got people from the inner cities who've never seen a lot of money, and then when they utilize whatever so-called talent they think they have, when you got a record label, you understand these high record label execs, they know what sells. You understand that? Ignorance, sexuality, and things like that sells. You know, so when you present somebody from the inner city, a contract, you understand that? With a lot of money, they're not going to turn it down. Not at all. You understand that? But they don't understand the factors. They don't understand the foundation of it all. So they fall for the okie doke. All right. What's up to Johnny? What up? What up? What up? What's up to Michelle B? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. You says the ladies are out. You said the ladies are as out of control as the men. Well, I would say yes, in the sense of, you know, in these days, look at the foolishness a lot of these female rappers are putting on the screen. You understand that? The words that they're saying. Some of y'all told me last week about some song called Pound Town. And we read the lyrics off a little bit. Pound Town. Pound Town. I understand this is a raw and uncut channel, but that was crazy. I want to know who told me about that song Pound Town. What you doing listening to that? Huh? How you know about Pound Town? Huh? So that songs like that and lyrics like that, I see it on Facebook a lot. They got the songs playing and what have you. Ratchet. I call it ratchet rap. That's what I call it. Ratchet rap. They got the music playing, and then they got the little kids dancing to it. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds dancing to that type of stuff. And you got the silly mothers over there laughing like it's cute. You understand that? So the mothers, those type of mothers don't mind if their little kids dance to a Sexy Red, dance to an Ice Spice and whatnot, and things of that nature. All right? They don't mind that. The level of ignorance from parents and from music artists and whatnot. He says, what's going on with the women? Michael Burke says, last night's debate was really good. My brother from TOG did a good job. Watching your YouTube channel is better than watching CNN. Keep pushing. Well, you know, a debate can break out at any time. A debate can break out, at any time. It was a good conversation yesterday, for sure. You know what I mean? But a debate can break out at any time. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. What's up, the Heat? You says not at all. Shout out to you. You says, Michael says, holiness rules the earth. For sure. All right. Michael Hollisworth says, brothers and sisters, I believe I started something with the female rappers. What do you mean by that? What do you mean you started up something? I don't get it. Let me know. All right. Let me know what you're talking about. You says I had Tony Harvin look up the lyrics. Well, it wasn't you per se. You understand that? I have like lists of topics and stuff like that I have in my head and my notes. I think we kind of talked about this on the last channel. As far as like Pound Town and whatnot. What you doing listening to that Pound Town? You understand? But these are the things that it's interesting to talk about that a lot of people are not. You understand that? A lot of people are not talking about this in the sense of the direction that what are these female artists are trying to do with the youth. And to me, they're not a good influence at all. You know what I mean? I don't let my daughters listen to that garbage. You understand that? Listen, even if they got Coco Melon, if it was Coco Melon with Sexy Red in it, turn it off. You understand that? Turn it off. You know what I mean? Either that or you're going to risk yourself getting a butt whooping. Simple. You know what I mean? Because they got these little cartoons and whatnot playing that garbage in it too. You know what I mean? All right. What's up to Jeremy Dunbar? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. And listen to the parents too. You playing ratchet rap in the vehicles and whatnot with your children. You think they don't pick that stuff up? Cut it out. You know what I mean? You listen to that garbage on TV and whatnot. You think children is not picking that up? Listen, children are smarter than what you think. You know what I mean? And parents wonder why their kids go out and use profanity. Don't blame the child. Blame yourself. You the one that was playing the ratchet rap music. You the one that was playing the cursing and all that. Don't blame the children and what have you. Blame the parent. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. All right? So when I was young and I cursed, I was using profanity and whatnot. I think I was about 9 or 10 years old. It's because my mother was cursing up a storm when I was a kid. And I used profanity and somebody told, I got my behind whooped. You understand? I got my behind whooped. But being that I'm immune to pain, it didn't hurt, but it's just the point, it's the principles to that. You know what I mean? That I got my behind whipped for something that I picked up off a parent or picked up off of like other family members and whatnot at the end of the day. You know what I mean? All right. Bobby says the days of decency is over. On the news channel, all the women are wearing skin tight clothes. Daytime TV be having male strippers, game shows. Family Feud questions are mostly about sex. Wow. He says women are wearing skin tight clothes. That's because it's appealing to the man's eye. You understand? I don't care if you're in church. I don't care if you're in holiness. I don't care if you baptized. You hold your Bible all day. I don't care if you quote John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that so whoever shall believe in him shall not perish, they shall have everlasting life. You understand? It don't matter if you quoting the prayer from Matthew chapter 6, verse 9 to 13. Our Father which art in heaven. It don't matter. If you see a woman with skin tight pants on and she beautiful and she got a nice little shape, listen, your eyes is going to be like, wow. Two things you could do. Walk away or entertain it. You understand? Walk away or entertain it for sure. All right. It says daytime TV be having male strippers. Well, I don't know nothing about daytime TV. That's crazy. I haven't watched daytime TV in, honestly, I'll be honest with you, years. It's been years since I watched daytime TV. Years. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on. All right. He says male strippers. He said game show Family Feud questions are mostly about sex. Jeremy Dunbar says these women are normalizing being promiscuous, dressing like prostitutes, and having a foul mouth. They are also making it seem okay to be loud and manly. Loud, ratchet, manly, want to be in control, and things like that. And people are falling for the okie doke. What happened? What happened to the woman who was meek, calm, quiet, cool, chill out spirit? You know what I mean? Now, mostly, you see a lot of these women, even on my Facebook, just ratchet, just ratchet. And me, I like to keep them up because I put the Truth of God videos up there. You know what I mean? So I hope they would hear it and listen to it. And some of them do. You know what I mean? But just loud and ratchet and ghetto. You know what I mean? Listen, I come from the hood, but you understand? All right. You said CNN is fake news. I don't know. I don't watch CNN, so I don't know. You says they are trying to switch the roles of men and women. They want the woman to be the head, but God said, you said the man is the head of the woman. Absolutely. What is that in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, I believe? But you're right about that. You see that a lot. You see that a whole lot. And some silly men, they fall for the okie doke. Yes, honey, I'll do what you say. I think Gino call them henpecs, and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's a lack of firm guys in these days. They decreasing day by day. You understand that? Because the power of the poom poom, the power of the cutty. You know what I mean? The power of the poom poom. A lot of silly men are fall for the okie doke. You know what I mean? And they will allow the woman to be the head. Not here. You understand? Nope. Otherwise, it's going to be friction between an independent woman who thinks she's the lead and stuff like that and a firm guy. It's going to always be friction all the time. It doesn't matter who it is. You understand that? Because when you got a guy who wants to be a leader and stuff like that, and then when you got a woman over here who wants to be in charge, it's going to be a clash all the time. All the time. But like you said, scripturally, it's supposed to be that way of the man being the head. But I know some women are saying, well, there's not a lot of men out here who's a good leader. I agree with you. You understand? I agree at the end of the day. All right. What's up, the Mo Chat? What's up? What's up? Shout out to you. What's up to Gino P? Shout out to you. What's up to TNT? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to Prodigal Son? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to Otis? You said you was playing basketball and you told a dude he's going to hell for cheating. Was that profanity? Listen, I don't know your circumstances. I don't know. I don't know. You understand that? If I'm playing a game of basketball and somebody's, I don't know, cheating and whatnot, listen, I'm not gonna go into all that scripture stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get my Allen Iverson on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get my Michael Jordan on, or Professor from N1, Hot Sauce, Hot Sizzle, Main Event. You know what I mean? Ayo. At the end of the day, if I'm playing football or something like that, I'm focused on sports. You know, even in boxing, if I'm sparring and what have you, and I feel it's a dirty shot, hey, it's gonna happen at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I just gotta stay focused and stick to my game plan. You understand that? At the end of the day. All right. But I would recommend you speak to a minister on that. I mean, it all depends. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. But me personally, I don't bring in like scriptures and stuff like that. If somebody catch me with a cheap shot in a boxing gym and what have you, I'm not gonna say, oh well, you going to hell for catching me with a cheap shot. You know what I mean? I'll get him. You know what I mean? We'll get him. You know what I mean? We'll break him down. You understand? Whether it's a pop shot, you know what I mean? Catch and go. We'll get him. All right. He says, keep you in prayers. You'll be sick. He says, I have been sick for the last week for sure. Surely we'll keep you in prayers. You know what I mean? Surely. All right. What's up to classified information? Shout out to you. You says, no, please, any of the songs. Listen, Pound Town did it. Pound Town tops all those ratchet songs out there. I mean, the lyrics. I don't understand how these women out here can let their kids listen to Pound Town. Just by the title itself. When the guy, Michael, told me about that, just by the title of Pound Town by, what is her name, Sexy Red? She ain't all that sexy anyway. You understand? About a 6 or a 7. She ain't all that sexy. But just by the title, I knew something was up. Just by the title of Pound Town. All right? What up, G Swole? You says, I believe so, and it said the moms are not trying to correct their daughters, but when something bad happens to the daughters, then the mothers want to care. Absolutely. Absolutely. Somebody put up on my Facebook, a few people put it up. A missing girl in Jersey City. I believe the young girl go to Snyder High School. Now, I'm not saying anything bad that she has done or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But you're right. You understand? You're absolutely right. And it's not the first time I've seen somebody put their daughters or family members up that this young teenager is missing. They go run off with some fella and whatnot, or just because they don't want to be in a household with their mother. You know what I mean? You got kids like that. You understand? Excuse the connection. Excuse the StreamYard connection if it's choppy. It's messing up. It's not my fault. All right. What's up to Jen Juice? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. What's up to Mr. Ham? He says, what up? When you allow stupid kids as if they're saying something, then foolish becomes so-called knowledge to honest. No, I don't understand what you're saying, Mr. Ham. I don't understand, man. I guess you says too honest. No of these so-called rapper would have made through the 90s. I don't get it, man. I don't know what you're saying. All right. He said, see, y'all done corrupted TH with Pound Town. Wow. Pound Town. And this little girl, well, she's an adult, whatever the case may be. And she think that's a good thing of those lyrics to put out to the kids and what have you. But like somebody said about the music industry, I believe it was you, Henry Ross. These record execs, they don't care. They don't care about who is it going to influence. All they care about is money at the end of the day. All right? You says it was getting heated and the guy was cheating, so I told him, man, you're going to hell for cheating. Well, hey, listen, it get heated in the boxing gym. You understand? It get heated. Real fights can break out in the ring. You know what I mean? Real fights. You know, last year, I think it was last year, something like that. Or the year before that. Might have been last year. You know what I mean? Nobody noticed on here, though. Nobody noticed. I'm sparring, and guy came up, and his big head split my chin open. Re-split my chin open. You know what I mean? I had to stay calm in there. I thought it was a cheap shot. You know what I mean? My chin was split open. Nobody knew. You understand? Thanks to some liquid Band-Aid or something like that to attach it back together. Because I split my chin open when I was about 9 years old, falling off the bunk bed. And it re-split open. You understand? So I didn't say, you know what? He's going to hell for doing that. I'm just saying what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know, but it can get heated on a basketball court, in a fighting gym, MMA gym. It can be like that. You know what I mean? But if that's what you said, then that's fine. All right. Gino P says, I remember back in the days, the ladies had MC Light, Queen Latifah. It started going ratchet from Little Kim and on. Little Kim, Queen B. Wow. Little Kim. Well, in these days, it seemed to be like to the extreme of pure ratchetness and whatnot. So the days of like Little Kim, Foxy Brown, who else was out there? Help me out. And that's the only two I really remember that was really on a mainstream type of level. It wasn't as many female rappers back then. It's a whole lot now. a whole lot because they know sex sells. I mean, it's like a lesbian rapper out there, a stud. What's her name? Young Ma, a stud. You understand? So there's a lot more female rappers out here in these days. You know what I mean? A lot more. What's up to Sheila Davis? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Shout out to Jim, man. I see your comment, man. That's funny. He says, do that Sukina song, please. I have to see your reaction. What's the name of it? That's how you pronounce her name? Sukinia? What's the name of her song? Sukana? Suki? Suhana? What's the name of that female song? All right. Michael says, I heard about that Pound Town song from this ballet teacher on YouTube where she was teaching the 5-year-old girls to do ballet and they didn't want to learn. Wow. He says, no, Tony Harvin, don't listen to that song. No, I don't listen to music as far as like, man, I'm a bump to it. Mainly, I just probably look at the lyrics, and whatnot, you know, because even in the gyms, if I'm going to a gym and whatnot, you know, in a boxing gym, listen, that's their gym. I can't tell them what music to play. You understand that? They're gonna play what they're gonna play. My thing is, I know how to like tune it out and do my thing. So people gonna play music, whether you're outside, whether you're going to a store, they're gonna play these records, and what have you. All right. Bobby Battle says, if you work in a restaurant, you have no choice but to listen to whatever music they play, and that goes for the shopping centers and the supermarket. Absolutely. What's up to Acts 2:38? You says you can't get good fruit out of the garbage out there. The first positive example is ourselves. Absolutely. What's up to Mentor? Shout out to you. What you doing on here, man? What you doing on here? You understand? What you I know you're over there smiling. You know? I know you is. And if you got your mother watching, I know she's smiling. I know she's smiling too. So shout out to y'all over there in Jersey City. Shout out to Jersey City, my hometown. You know what I mean? Every time I go out there, there's a bunch of zombies out there, strung out on drugs on Jackson Avenue, Ocean. You got some of the same people when I was going to high school, still on the same corner drinking. You know what I mean? They ain't learned better yet. Not yet, but Mentor, stay in school, boy. Stay in school, boy. You know? Shout out to Mentor. All right. Cherokee says, can you teach the immune to pain thing? Immune to pain? As a fighter, when you watch boxing and stuff like that, and you see a guy get hit hard, you're like, ow, ooh. That's being immune to pain. So if I get punched in the face, it most likely won't hurt me. You understand? It may hurt somebody who don't fight. You understand? That's being immune to pain. Taking hundreds of shots in sparring sessions. You understand? Getting punched in the eye, the mouth, the head, the nose, the chest, the ribs. You know what I mean? Being body slammed. Being choked, armbar. You know? And it don't hurt you. That's what I'm talking about, being immune to pain. You know? Like Mike Tyson said, when Mike Tyson said everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth, it's referring to people who talk a lot. You understand? A lot of people who mouth off as if they're tough. Then when you get punched in the face, it's different. You know what I mean? But when you training and you getting hit over the times, you understand what I'm talking about. You know? So fighting ain't for everybody. It's not. A lot of people, you know, when they get upset and they get angry, they feel like they're Incredible Hulk. A lot of them ain't never been in one fight a day in their life. You understand? All right. So that may be another day, being immune to pain. You understand? I get an adrenaline rush when I get hit. You understand? It may sound crazy, but a lot of us fighters do. You know what I mean? A lot of us fighters do. All right. Appreciate that, Jeremy Dunbar. All right. Let's see. Mr. Ham says, I used to be one of those devil rappers that was a hard spirit to shake. Rappers. You used to rap, Mr. Ham. All right. Gino P says, so true. He says, training the eye be tough. I find myself looking away or looking down, man. Absolutely. You know, when you got these beautiful women out here, especially, listen, the summertime is coming. The springtime is here. Especially if you're in the South. You're going to see females out there with booty shorts on and whatnot. I mean, sometimes I go pick up my children from the daycare. You know what I mean? And it'd be some females walking into the daycare with booty shorts on. You understand that? I'm talking about it's out there. You know what I mean? If she can't respect herself, how can she respect a man who's interested in her? Simple as that. I don't care how good it look. You know what I mean? It don't matter. It could be appealing to the man's eyes, but at the end of the day, a mature man gonna think about it. You know what I mean? Why is she out there like that? Why she don't respect herself? When you see these female rappers on the screen and whatnot, they dressing half naked and they, you know, doing certain things with certain fruits, and whatnot. If she don't respect herself, how can she respect others out there? You know what I mean? He said, look away or looking down. Oh, man. He said, plum. He said, pum. What's up to David B? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. He said, you're going to hell for cheating. All right. Classified information says the pickings are what is that? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Level Slim says guys out here with painted nails and thongs. Guys out here got painted nails and thongs. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know? He says that is disturbing. All right, let's go to more comments. Michael says, he says, I stopped listening to rap music a long time ago since I watched X Ministries. Are you talking about with Craig G? I forgot his name. That's his name, right? G. Craig Lewis or something like that. You says, no, brother. Google Zucchini or whatever her name is. And you said selling. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look at the lyrics. All right, that TNT suggested. We're gonna look at the lyrics and whatnot of this woman that he suggested. All right, it's on the screen right now. Okay, so you recommended selling. All right, so it says, yeah, I guess she says her name. She says, yeah, beat monster. A, she says a curse word. B is zucchini or whatever her name is. O-S, B, you know my blanking name, blank. Yeah, well, okay. He says, I'm selling poom. I ain't going to say the other word. I can't go further than that. Excuse the connection. Once again with StreamYard. StreamYard tend to mess up my connection a lot of the times. So if y'all have any type of streaming services, let me know of any other good ones besides StreamYard. All right, let's go back to these lyrics. It said, I'm selling poom. I'm selling poom. And she says it about 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. All right. So she goes into this, I guess they call this a bar or something like that. It said, your man say he want to go to the poom poom world. I introduce him to the poom poom girl. I got that type of poom poom that will make them toes curl. What? We can't go further than that, man. We can't go further than that. No way. You understand? And this is the type of stuff that, mothers let their children listen to. Now, it may sound good to the flesh to them, but they don't really realize the type of lyrics that these rappers or what they're saying and whatnot. I can't even read all this type of stuff, man. I know you probably over there laughing at TNT. I can't read more of this, man. This is crazy. I can't read more of this, man. It says, what do you think of country music? Because them as well, the saying they're slick. It says to classify their music, dressing it up to make it look not as the brunchery as rap music. Well, I don't know much about country music. Only thing I know about country music is like Garth Brooks. That's probably it. Just Garth Brooks. You know what I mean? All right. He says, no, it doesn't. Pound Town is PG compared to, what's her name? Suki. JJ says she's a -6'7". Talking about Ugly Red. All right. He says Sexy Red is actually a baddie without the wig and glasses. She's very pretty. Well, I mean, hey, you know. He says Lupita. Who is that? Lupita. I don't know how to pronounce that. We're going to look her up. We're going to look that person up, all right? Lupita. I'm going to look this woman up that you mentioned at Gin Juice. And you says she's my type. All right. You said this woman is my type. She looks African or whatever the case may be. Nah, you're wrong. You're wrong on that one. All right. Bobby Battle says the was playing checkers, and I told him Slice, he's okay. Y'all talking about something else, all right? TNT says Classified said the men's are wearing thongs and have painted nails. That's crazy. He said guys wearing thongs, how uncomfortable. That's crazy. Guys wearing thongs. All right, Chiefs Hall says even the Bible says it's the mother's duty to teach the daughter the right way and not to prostitute her. Well, you're right. You're right. On Facebook and social media, especially TikTok, you'll see that they're doing the little dances and whatnot. They think it's cute. You know what I mean? They think it's cute. They put it on their Facebook. They put it on their TikToks. Their family members may like it. Oh, that's cute. XYZ. The moment you put up a report card, honor roll, all A's, you won't see as many people like it or support it as much as when they put that foolish video up. You understand? Let a mother put her daughter up, dancing to one of these songs. You know what I mean? Let a mother put makeup and all that other nonsense on her daughter to make a little video in reference to ratchet music. Let them put that up. They'll get thousands of views. Thousands. It'll probably go viral to millions. But let that same mother put up a report card of all A's. Oh, my daughter got accepted to Harvard, Yale, Spelman, Duke, North Carolina State, St. Peter's, Seton Hall, Florida State, Florida, Texas A&M, Georgia Tech, South Carolina, Iowa. They won't get as many likes and views off of that one. You understand that? That's a sad case. That's a sad case. You know what I mean? Real sad. All right. Let me see who I miss. You said the brat. The coldest says those female rappers belong at Straightway. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Oh man, so those female rappers belong at Straightway. Wow. That's funny right there. All right. He says, TH, it will vex your soul. What is that? Suki is nastier than Sexy Red, man. Wow. Jeremy says, I had a Spanish girlfriend when I was younger whose name was Johanna. That female rapper name sound familiar. He says, I'm old school. Rock the Bells by LL Cool J. Okay. LL, Curtis Blow. All right. Johnny says, I checked out the lyrics to Pound Town. That's the most nasty, filthiest song I've ever heard. These Jezebel women are just filthy. Fathers better watch their daughters closely. Hell music. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely watch mine. I bet not hear not a song like that. And every time they play little, I don't know, the little kiddie videos and whatnot, every time I hear that stuff, because sometimes they'll trick the kid. They have something like Coco Melon and whatnot, and then they'll blend that type of music in there with Coco Melon or something cartoonish. Now they blending the stuff in with positive things. Oh no, you understand that? Turn that off, or risk getting a beating. All right, simple as that. You know what I mean? You says, when I went to college in 2003, a man that hung out at the gas station, he said, I see you when you get back. I was like, huh? Y'all, in 2012, he was there. Same exact spot. Absolutely. He says, you are accurate, so I don't see why you would need to repent. Jeremy Dunbar states. All right. Let me see. He says, Tony, they gonna have to dental floss. They're gonna have dental floss and a handkerchief on. Wow. Oh, we ain't putting that video on. You know, we could put the lyrics on. All right. He says, my brother is trying to get into the rap game. I don't know why, since what's been going on out there in Hollywood, folks seem to be leaving, and things seems to be going empty out there in Beverly Hills. Well, a lot of people trying to get into the rap game. You know what I mean? People love to be in that world. They want to rap. They want to spit a hot 16. They want to be in that field of music, and what have you. You know, everybody seems to be a rapper. And you got some gospel artists that are rappers. Marcus Rogers, he's rapping now, right? Dory Love rapping. Now everybody want to rap. Everybody want to spit a hot 16 and whatnot. They want to be in the mix. You understand? A preacher spitting a hot 16. You know what I mean? Look at Mace. Mace went from rapping to pastoring. He was all right as a pastor. He was all right. You know what I mean? But now look at him now. He back into the world. You know what I mean? The man had a golden opportunity to preach the word of God. You know what I mean? And he reneged on it. He went back into that world, the entertainment world, and what have you. You understand? All right. What's up, Nicole Martin, one of my channel moderators? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. All right. He says that was a good debate yesterday. Well, it wasn't a scheduled debate. It just broke out. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have Eric to come on. He's gonna come back on here, and they're gonna discuss polygamy again, a little bit more organized and whatnot. And it's definitely going to be interesting for sure. Definitely. You know, hopefully one of them guys from Straightway have the heart to come on here. Daniel Murr, Duell, and all those other Straightway to hell preachers and what have you. But yesterday was a good discussion for sure. All right. You said she's a thought selling music. He said she took it all the way at Tony. Got that right. Mr. Patrick T. Somebody text me about you, man. Listen, you gotta email me, man. This person keep messaging me and calling me about you, and what have you while I'm at work. You know what I mean? Handling the business. So either you're gonna accept the discussion or what, man. Let me know. You understand? Let me know if you're gonna accept the discussion with this person so I can let them know. All right. You said they are using one syllable words explicitly to target young black girls, 4, 5, and 6 words that they will understand. Wow. You said TLC Lisa Lopez Left Eye was one of them female rappers in the 90s. Yeah, she was ratchet. You understand? She was ratchet. You know what I mean? Burning a man's house down like that. Andre Rising. You know what I mean? Burnt the man mansion down. Crazy broad. Why you burn the man's house down like that? You understand? Like, listen, like she wasn't doing dirt. You know? It's crazy how, like, somebody always accuse you of something, but they behind the scenes doing their own dirt. But they want to get mad at you because you doing you. Burn the man mansion down like that, man. I understand that was back in the early 90s, but I just recently watched that documentary with Andre Rising. That was crazy. All right, Mr. Ham says, I know rap lyrics are demonic. I used to wake up from dreams and write whole songs that I know were evil. It was a person in my dreams that wouldn't show his face. Wow. Johnny Robinson. Wow. Shout out to Mr. Robinson. He says, excellent point. Wow. I saw your video today, Johnny Robinson. When I think you was but you were sitting down with Minister Williams when he was eating. He was eating his lunch or dinner. I would say Johnny Robinson is a respectful guy. Very respectful. You know? He ain't ignorant like all these other trolls out there. He's a respectful guy. We give him that. You know? But appreciate that, Mr. Robinson. So I hope that this biblical discussion happened with you and Geno Jennings. I really do. It'll be very interesting. Johnny Robinson and Geno Jennings. Biblical discussion. I hope it happened in Charlotte. I really do. You understand? I hope it does. You know? All right. What's up to I missed the comment. Forgive me. Let me see, where is it at? What's up to Christopher Span? Another one of my channel moderators. Shout out to you. Michael says, I agree, music today and music then have a lot of demonic sounds in them. Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. What's up to Ernest Beard? Shout out to you. Bobby says, it's plain to see it's the devil's music trying to get into me. That's why it's called the hook. It will trap the song into it. In turn brain. Why can't I learn schoolwork as fast as I can learn a song? Otis says these female rappers been ran through. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be. You know? All right. He says, and one of them that mouth off at Mike Tyson was Mitch Green. Mitch Green. I think Mitch Green turned his life around to Christ, right? You said Suki had a baby twerking with her in one video. Let me look that up right quick. I'm going to try to look that up right quick on Google. See if we can put it up. Let me see if we can find this. Okay, I think I see it. Let me share the screen. Right fast. I think you're talking about this one right here, right? So you have this adult. Why didn't they lock this woman up? Why didn't they lock this woman up? You understand? Why? You have a whole adult backing it up on a 10-year-old. You know what I mean? And you mean to tell me the record execs, they don't care about it. They know it's going to sell. They know it's going to cause conversation. They know it is, and whatnot. So why they lock this woman up? We hear time and time again with these false prophets and whatnot. When they do silly stuff like this, they get arrested and what have you. But or people in general. What's the difference between her and others? Because she's a music artist and whatnot, and it's all about money. You know what I mean? It's no different from a pedophile who tries to do these certain things to little kids. You know what I mean? So to me, this is actions of a pedophile right here. A whole adult backing it up on a 10-year-old. Where's the parent? Listen, where's the parents to this 10-year-old at? You know what I mean? You says Kirk Franklin done changed these so-called Christians to rapping. What up, Jay? You says also influence effeminate males. What's up to Forever Faithful? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Gino P says Mitch Green was a true gangster when I was a shorty. I've heard about that. I've heard about Mitch Green, being that type of guy, and what have you. If Mitch Green would have left the drugs alone and the street life alone, I think he would have been more better than when he was. Although he did an okay job against Mike Tyson. I think it was the cocaine, though. I think it was the cocaine that it might have been the cocaine that Mitch Green took, back in the day. All right. Johnny says, you rule your home with the iron fist. You got that right. You said you would accept. Well, you got to email me, Patrick T. You got to email me, man. You understand? So I can let this person know that you accept it, that you accept the biblical discussion. All right? Email me. All right? My email is in the chat room. You says Craig G. Lewis from all his truth behind hip-hop sermons. Yeah. You said, Audrey Rising was a dirty fella. Well, listen, she should have known what she was getting herself into. You know what I mean? She should have known that. Let me see. All right. All right. G Swole. Excuse me. Michael Hollisworth says, I would never understand why men would wear and paint their nails. I could never understand it just to save my life. Well, me either. Me either, for sure. You know what I mean? But that seems to be the thing in these days. You got people on my Facebook. They putting up these pictures with guys sagging their pants and whatnot. I don't want to see that trash. You understand? They think it's funny and they think it's all cool and whatnot. I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? I do not want to see that at all. All right, G Swole says, have you ever had a woman offer you service to hitchhike a ride with you while you was out there truck driving? Well, it was this one time in 2016, I think. I'm in Atlantic City, New Jersey. You understand? I'm by the Tanger outlets. I'm at a stop doing a delivery to I think it was Forever 21. I think. I'm not sure. You had this woman come in on the right side. My door was open. You know what I mean? And you know what? You know, I had to pull out some. You understand? That's all I'm gonna say. I had to pull out some. Because I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? You'll get the business. And it was this other time, I think it was last year. I think I was coming from a delivery. Somewhere I forgot. I think it was like Greensboro, North Carolina. I was coming out this loading dock, and you could tell. And she was like, hey, get out of here. You understand? Get out of here. You know what I mean? Because you will get the business too. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're a coke head, a hitchhiker, a prostitute. You know what I mean? You will get handled accordingly. A pimp, whoever. You know what I mean? Simple as that. Tony Harvin don't do that. You know what I mean? I don't do lot lizards. I don't do hitchhikers. I don't care if it's snowing out there. I don't care if it's thundering pouring rain. If it's a blizzard out there. I ain't picking you up. You understand? I ain't picking you up. No way. Not at all. That's not me. Nope. It ain't happening. All right. What's up to EP? He says, God bless. Once again, discussing very necessary, the necessary topics. For sure. Appreciate that. What's up to Cynthia Davenport? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. You're funny. Jeremy Dunbar says, I would never want to see any of them female rappers. Mr. Ham says, since I've been following the truth of God, I'm understanding a lot of things that I ignored were very demonic. He says rap used to be positive until the LA gangster rap came into the scene. Man, what you talking about at Patrick T? This man said Thelma from Good Times. I don't even know who that is, man. Henry Ross says, how did rap get its start? From what did it originate from? An ex-warlock named John Todd who testified that witches be praying over the records so evil spirits will manifest when the song is played. I agree with that. I agree. You understand? Lyrics do have spirits for sure. You know what I mean? A lot of this music out here is a heavy influence to people out here and whatnot for negative reasons. You know, just like certain movies we watch, certain things we listen to, watch, people who we are around. That's another thing. Be careful who you're around. It don't matter who it is. It could be your mother, it could be your brother, it could be your best friend. If a person got a bad spirit, you know what I mean, or bad spirits, that influence could jump on you at the end of the day. You understand? That's why I'm glad I don't hang out with nobody. I don't hang out with nobody. I ain't hanging out. I don't got no friends coming over here. You understand? Sitting on my couch. You know what I mean? Eating my food and whatnot. No way. No way. Tony Harvin don't hang out every weekend in the clubs and all that other nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around positive people and what have you. There's nothing wrong with going out to, fun things, bowling, walking in a park or something like that. Something positive. With somebody with a positive spirit, somebody who's going to encourage you. Iron sharpens iron, right? You know what I mean? But it's rare that you can find a person with positivity in them that y'all can influence each other at the end of the day. You know what I mean? All right. He says Dr. Umar is a whole scamming. Dr. Umar. He said Dr. Umar is a clown. I agree with you. Cynthia Davenport said this is so sick. A 10-year-old. Where are the parents? He said the smartest thing the devil ever did was create rap music. Michael says I would never understand. I think I read that already. I think I did. Bobby says DMX tried to change his life around, but the drugs kept calling him like Poogie from New Jack City. Listen, drugs is heavy. And a lot of their music also talks about that type of stuff. And these young kids think it's cool. They think it's cool to do perks. They think it's cool to smoke weed all day and things like that. Beat up your body. Beat up your body all day, every day. Drink lean, do drugs, party, and do it all over again the next day. That's why you see a lot of these young kids dropping dead. Every day, all day, dropping dead. Dying in their sleep. Drug overdose. You understand? Or dying in their sleep, heart attack. Or they don't know why they died in their sleep. You understand? Some die because of disobedience. And what have you. Some people curse themselves in lyrics. You hear a lot often that rappers getting shot and killed. I mean, listen to their lyrics. Listen to their lyrics. They're talking about death. They're talking. They making fun and mockery of dead people and what have you. You cursing yourself. You cursing yourself. You know what I mean? Look at FBG Duck when he made that rap video. For those who know about him, look at him now. You understand? A boomerang effect. You curse yourself. And they think it's fun and games. You know what I mean? They think it's just entertainment, saying these lyrics and what have you. You can curse yourself. You know, yeah, you're gonna make the money, you're gonna get the fame, you're gonna get all the girls and whatnot. Yeah. I mean, look at Q from World Star. Look what he was putting out. Nonsense. 1 minute you want to speak positivity amongst the community. Next minute, you're putting foolish garbage out. You're allowing it. And what have you. Now look at him. Died of a heart attack. Now you're accountable for what you put out on World Star. You accountable for that. You got to get judged for that. You understand that? That's a sad thing. That's why I got to be very careful what I put out and what I say on here. You know what I mean? I got to be very, very careful. You know what I mean? I may not be a preacher, but I may have some type of influence on people in general. You know? That's why I'm very, very careful. Because, I don't want to be like those fellas. I don't want to be like Mr. C. You know what I mean? I don't want to put that influence out on people. Negative influence. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that way. You know? All right? Let's read some more of these comments. All right. I don't know what you're talking about at Patrick T. I don't know who Fatima. I don't know who that is. Who is that? I don't know who that is. You know, you're telling me names. I don't know. Fatima. Let me know who that is. All right. David B says Satan is the master manipulator alone the human race. He says alone. The human race has no chance against him. What up to Mount High? He says men sagging is the dumbest thing. Absolutely. I never sagged my pants. For what? For what? And a lot of silly women fall for that foolishness. They fall for it. A man sagging his pants. They think they tough and hard. Man, I sag my pants. I'm a thug. Really? A lot of silly women fall for that nonsense. They do. You know what I mean? A lot of you women out there, like those so-called thug acting men and what have you. They like them. They like that type of stuff. chains and jewelry, the way they talk and what have you. Y'all like them. A lot of y'all like them. That was your type, and still is. You know what I mean? It still is your type. And then on social media, they wanna down talk them when a man do them dirty, or when he get locked up and whatnot. You the fool. You sure know how to pick him. You the fool when you have a baby by him. You the fool that he ain't taking care of your kids. You chose them. You understand? Don't go on Facebook and social media and vent about this man you chose. You chose them. You know what I'm saying? You chose that fella. You chose him. You know what I mean? It's a lot of silly women out here. It's a lot of silly men. You chose that ratchet woman. You chose her. You know what I mean? She's half naked on social media and whatnot. You chose her. That's what you chose. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. For sure. All right. He says they got their pants below their butt with a belt on. Why on earth are you wearing the belt? They think it's cool. They think it's real cool. I would never. You understand that? I would never. At all. I don't need to do that to make me look cool. I don't need to do that to prove nothing. You understand that? Listen, I'll be all right with my Walmart sneakers on, my Walmart sweatsuit on. You understand? And sometimes if I have a do-rag on or a hat or nothing, I'm all right. You understand? I'm all right. You know what I mean? I don't need to impress nobody. They got to do all of that to get a woman's attention. They got to do all of that. They got to put the jewelry on, the nice pants, the nice clothes. They got to do all that. They're spending thousands of dollars just to try to impress a woman. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right. It says the kids have been sagging for 25 years now. When is that going to go out of style? I don't know. It says Tupac popularized sagging. He said Tupac. All right. Michael says they rap all these nasty lyrics, and when they get an award, they say, "I thank God for receiving this award," when God Almighty is not in it. I agree. He says, what would you do if one of your children got a tattoo behind your back? Listen, if they 18, if they're an adult, and they out the house, that's their business. That's their business. But I don't condone it at all. You understand that? Certain things or a lot of things will be cut off. And we know 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds, they sneak out and do things like that. I don't condone it. You know what I mean? It would make no sense of me yelling and beating them up and what have you. I just cut off your resources. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Simple as that. You know? So that's what I would do. For sure. He says her name is Big Topic. Big Topic. Who's that? You said look this person up. I would yes, you're talking about a rapper. You're talking about a rapper from Ohio. What about him? All right. He says if you play Straightway to Heaven from what is that? Led Zeppelin backwards. It says my sweet, sweet. I ain't even gonna say that. He says he will give you 666. Wow, that's crazy. Backwards backwards messages. All right, classified information says Nuck if you buck. He says definitely carries some fighting spirits. It always pops off if somebody plays that. Yes. You know, a lot of people get amped up with certain songs and certain music. And whatnot, especially if they got alcohol in them. That heavy alcohol, that Hennessy. You know what I mean? That Hennessy. And they smoking that weed and what have you. Or they smoking something or doing drugs. and drinking at the same time. Some people mix Red Bull and alcohol. That's a suicide mission right there. Red Bull and alcohol. Really? But some people do that type of stuff with drugs. You know? All right. You say your sister is full of evil spirits. She's a real witch, Barbara states. That's crazy right there. All right. He says lean is nasty. He said lean is nasty. Henry Ross says, who we think we're kidding, this world is lost. She's no more or never has been positive. She just manipulative. He says, bro T, we got a staff that came in behavioral health smelling like weed and going to try to work. I got my oil changed the other day. I think it was Friday when I was off at Jiffy Lube in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think it was on EWT Harris or something like that. And when that worker got finished with my car, I smelled weed. You understand? A person coming to work smelling like marijuana. You know? Smelling like weed. Now, if somebody was to come in my car, like, bro, you smoke weed now? I mean, a man smell like weed. You know? Appreciate the oil change. Appreciate that. You know? I might have to get that rechecked up. He says Beanie Siegel was addicted to lean. Wow. He says, what happened to FBG Duck? He was shot and killed in Chicago. All right. He says, I remember he said Rocky video, and he was drinking a 40 in a bathtub in the middle of a pentagram. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. You says Fatima, what is that? Dammy. Let me look up right quick, man. You putting all these people's names and whatnot. I don't know. Nah, I'm not putting this on the screen, man. I ain't putting that on the screen, man. Get out of here, man. You bugging, man. You bugging. I ain't putting that up. Mr. Ham said, there's no way you can tell we in the end of times. Look at America's It's a Sewer. If it wasn't for God, we would have been done, destroyed ourselves. Absolutely. I definitely agree with you on that one. All right. He says, why is brothers wondering what kind of woman TH is into? What we doing, family? That's funny right there. That's funny. What up to Rashid? What up? What up? He says, I just sent you a short clip of KRS-One explaining why the culture has slipped into what it is now. It's deep. KRS-One. KRS-One. Michael says, it's funny how a female would get in trouble for backing it up on it. I guess you meant would not? For backing it up on a 10-year-old and get okay, you says and get away with it. My fault. You says, but when a man mess with a 10 or 11-year-old girl, they get arrested. Wow, that's crazy. PSI TV says, no, they are not. You says, Classified says, I just noticed TH doesn't have Lizzo, and all her ratchet nakedness isn't on the thumbnail. Well, I forgot about her. I forgot about Lizzo. Forgot about her. You know? Who says FBG Duck's funeral was at a club. They had him standing up. This is wild. Really? I didn't know that. FBG Duck funeral. Let me look it up right quick. Let me look it up right quick. I can't find it. I can't find it at all. All right. So I don't see the pictures or anything like that of his funeral. and whatnot. All right, but I'm gonna try to look for it again, to see if I can find it. All right, but I don't see it. She says, looks like we all have experienced the world and it's all its temptation it has to offer. I looked that person up. He says, look up Big Tupa. I looked that person up. Big topic. Is that person from Ohio at TNT? He says, I step in the club shaking my dreads. So God said, if he doesn't end the world soon, for the elect's sake, one will be saved. That's how bad it's going to get. That's crazy. All right. He says that liquor make you quick-tempered for sure. Liquor. A lot of people don't know how to hold their liquor when they have it. So you're right. You know what I mean? A lot of people get into a lot of situations when they under influence of heavy liquor like that. That's crazy. But these artists, they promote this type of nonsense, and whatnot. All right, you says this is why parents are carrying their children to the cemetery instead of the children carrying their parents to the cemetery. He says, I gotta repent. All right, we're coming to a conclusion. So if you got any last closing remarks, feel free to leave it in the chat room. I definitely appreciate y'all for coming on and having this interesting conversation for sure. This was regular conversation number 43 that we discussed upon female rappers. You know what I mean? Are they influencing the young girls, the young females right now in these days? And 100% of the people, they disagreed. And I disagree too. I don't know of one female rapper influencing no young female in the proper way. None of them. You understand? All right? You says Lizzo is a mess. She's all about that body positivity, but she's a hypocrite. She's abusive to her dancers. Wow. He says, do you allow your children to have their own cell phone and social media? Well, I'm gonna speak for a lot of us parents out here. The reason why a lot of us give children cell phones because of emergency purposes. A lot of parents, their children ride the bus. So if the children have a cell phone, it has a tracker on it. You know what I mean? And a lot of times that tracker can come in handy. It could be an accident with the bus, you know, or it could be something going on with the bus that tracker is on. And if you're coming out of work, you track your children down and you get it from there. So it's pros and cons to giving a child a cell phone. But as far as social media, it's limited. Very limited for sure. What kind of social media? You know what I mean? It's all different types of social media out there. But for the most part, my answer to that is no. You know what I mean? Could I stop what a 17-year-old does or a 15-year-old does in general? I'm not there 24/7. You know what I'm saying? But we can influence our kids. Listen, stay away from that type of stuff. Or if you're going to get into social media and you're 16, 17, or 15, don't put nonsense up there. Put positivity up there. You understand that? Don't be in the in crowd with everybody. You know? But for the most part, why parents allow their children to get cell phones? Because of emergency purposes. You know what I mean? Or when the kids get out of school, let me know when you're out. Let me know this. Let me know that. X, Y, Z. You understand? All right? And some kids don't know that it's a tracker on their phone. And the parents will give it to them just because of that reason. Just to make sure that kids is going where they need to go. All right? Let me see. So that's the only reason why my boys have a cell phone. Absolutely. says on topic, yes, female rappers are influencing young ladies in the wrong way. It's a bigger scheme than that, though. Think of who owns these record labels. It's all about the master plan, for sure. He says when OY and YG gangs went to war in the Bronx, it was mainly fueled by disrespectful lyrics, and many young men died behind that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He says, do you think it's necessary for them to have an iPhone or Android when they still make those early 2000 brick phones? Well, to me, I'm not into phones. I know with certain phone companies, they got certain programs where as though you could get a free phone for your child. You understand? But me personally, I'm not into those fancy phones and what have you. I mean, you could get a decent phone from Walmart for $50. You understand? So I ain't caught up in all that iPhone stuff, $500 and $600. I'm not that. No. You understand that? That's not me. At the end of the day. All right. What's up to Let Your Light Shine? Shout out to you. Appreciate that, EP. He says, thank you for having this conversation. The masses of people will soon know the worst of it all, save the children worldwide. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna end this video. God bless everybody out there. Lord willing, we'll be on tomorrow, having some more conversation in general about something interesting, and what have you. Hope everybody have a wonderful evening and a wonderful night. I'm signing off. Lord willing. Once again, we'll be on tomorrow talking about some good stuff in general. Let me read this last comment off. Let me see what you said. You said social media seems to be getting wicked. Just be careful. Absolutely. Definitely agree with that. All right, I'm signing off. May you all have a wonderful night. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to the Tony Harvin Network YouTube channel. If you like, hit that subscribe button listed right here. After you hit the subscribe button, if you want to receive all notifications of videos that come out on this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and select all after you hit the notification bell.